Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an AMX 12 ton. It's a tier 6 French light tank. It's located on the defending team of Siegfried Line Assault and it's under the command of General Anonymous. Well, he's got 2 marks on the barrel and game has started. 75mm caliber, and it will do 135 alpha, penetrating 144mm of armour with standard ammo, and he's loaded some APCR as well. That goes in for 202mm. Now the AMX 12 ton 4-shot auto loader, 2.5 seconds between each shot, and as he's on the south spawn, he's less likely to come under heavy attention from the enemy, so knocking these trees down in this particular part of the map actually can be a great help, because it will hide you from the enemy forces who are actually going straight towards the city, because obviously they want to get the cap. But what General Anonymous wants to do is prevent them doing so and spot them from the rest of the team. Well, he's found 2. He's found an AMX 40, a Duck, and an M10 RBFM, or was that Wolverine? It was an RBFM. Okay, so he knows where 2 of the enemy are, and both of those are they're tiers below him. One's the tier 4 light tank and the other one's a tier 5 tank destroyer. So at the moment what he's doing is just setting up to ambush them the moment they appear. And of course he's a light tank, which means he's got light tank camo qualities. It means he's just as concealed when he's on the move as he is when he's stationary. Now I would have stayed out near the Dragon's Teeth, to be honest, because from the Dragon's Teeth you can actually have shots on the enemy tanks as they try to get into the town. As I said, there's a Skoda T24 near the town gates, and I suspect there's some more enemy tanks up there. Sitting here at the back, you can see to the Dragon's Teeth, but there is plenty of bushes and trees in the way, and that might hinder your view. So I'd be more tempted to get much closer and possibly use those trees near the Dragon's Teeth as a form of cover for attacking the enemies that are going near the town. He's decided to get a bit closer. Now the other advantage of being on the south spawn, of course, is that most attacks tend to happen on the north side of the map. You can see there's quite a lot of enemy going in that direction, and he spotted 2 enemy vehicles, an Su-76 and an AMX 40, puts a round into the Su-76M, who pulls back. Oh no, he's coming straight forward, but he's now dead. So he's got his first kill. Now he would have been seen, but there's no Arty on this game, so he doesn't need to worry about that. And now he's behind these bushes, he can pull up and take pot shots at the enemy. In fact, well, there's a number of enemy tanks that have made it past the Dragon's Teeth already. The AMX 40 is. I think that M10's about to, but he takes a round, fires another one in, but doesn't see if that actually hits the target. He pulls back. He knows he's under trouble, and he's popped the reload. 20 seconds for the reload, near enough. Yeah, that Sav is just took a big hit. Here's the Skoda up near the town, you see. He can hit that one. Oh, he's got the side of the AMX 12 ton now. And he's down. There's the AMX 40 actually did manage to hit him in the tracks, but didn't do much else. And so he's gone unsighted. He can pop up somewhere else. It's the Sav 43. Can he get a shot? I think he's still outside the Dragon's Teeth, that guy. Yep, he's making his way north. MX-40 is a very slow light tank, but he's also a light tank, which means he's got the same camo qualities as General Anonymous. So that's Sav 43 again. Now he's making his way through the Dragon's Teeth. He went through the flat bit, or the chief where they were flattened. It looks like the MX-40 is, well, he's elsewhere. He's gone unspotted. He was near those gates. There's the AMX 40 again. He has been seen now. This is why I suggest actually being up close to the Dragon's Teeth. Not only gives you shots on the enemy tanks that do tend to make it through the Dragon's Teeth, but it allows you those shots on the enemy that go near the town. And I think we saw a replay by fellow Perino where he did just that. He actually managed to get a high caliber in a light tank by being up front near the Dragon's Teeth to actually attack the enemy as they try to get into the town. We're only 2 tanks up on the enemy at the moment, but we could turn that to a bigger advantage. There's the Su-76 dies, so 3 kills now. Okay, he's popped the reload. Still standard ammo. Oh, any second. There we go. The thing about the AMX 40 is, though, it does have nicely rounded armour, which makes it easier to bounce the shells. The AMX has still got 100% of his health as well, which of course means that it's going to be a little more difficult to take him out. But not impossible. The thing about the AMX is it's very slow. He's auto-aimed on, that's 1. Wait for the 2nd, that's it. 2, and he got a fire. Go for the 3rd, and he gets it. So he's got his 4th kill. And now he can start moving in on the enemy tanks in the town. He's reloading. It's good, another clip going in. That Skoda is inside the town now. But he can come up behind the guy. And he's going to get one hell of a shock if he does. VK is just moving into the town. He's going through the gates. Nope, missed for the first one. Was seen. Didn't get that one through. That one did. And he pulls back behind the rubble, so that shell was a miss. He's only got 3 rounds of standard AP left because of all the partial reloads. And that means he's going to have a short clip here. And I'm not sure he realised that. Well, he has realised it now. Yes, he's popped his clip on the APCR to make sure he has 4 shots. Always got to watch that if you're in an autoloader with a number of shells, because if you do pop the wrong clip and you short load your shells, then you could end up in a lot of trouble when you need a shell and you don't have one in available. The TOG 2 is a 2 shot, the Matilda's is a 1 shot, but of course he does have very good armour, but not as good as that. Yep. And there's the TOG just around the corner. Now he could pop one in and do a quick run, but he's going to go around the other side. The TOG just killed our Valentine AT. He's going to go back behind the TOG and attack him from the rear. There you go. Hello, Mr. TOG. Goodbye. Your presence is no longer welcome. That's the Top Gun. There's only 1 enemy left. And that was the 2-minute warning, by the way. The last enemy is also an AMX 12 ton, and he's popped a reload for 4 shells. We can see where he is. No, he's not loaded yet. Now he is. Now he can go in for the kill and take this guy on. And oh no, the building gets in the way. He doesn't get the kill. Oh, he does get it. He sneaks the kill out from under the KV-1. And that's 7 kills. That was a very cheeky last kill. He didn't realise that he was running towards the gates, and he thought the AMX 12 ton was going to be pinned up against the wall, but he wasn't. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it's the 2nd class tanker for General Anonymous in the AMX 12 ton. He managed to get a 5 for effect for getting more damage than hit points to his own vehicle, and a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 6 in this one. He did get a Top Gun, didn't get a high caliber, but he did get a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. He ended up with 7, 1 short of getting a Radley Waters. His win rate from the game was 7,356, which is very high Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, there you go. You can see that the highest damage, the high caliber went to the OI with 2,085 hit points on his team. The next high scorer was that Tog 2 with 1931. He got a Top Gun as well. And then, of course, came General Anonymous with 1,455 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, though, he was tops with 7. The Tog 2 only got 6. And then there's a bunch of tanks with 2 kills apiece. And when it came to base XP, it was the OI who did the best with 950. 924 goes to General Anonymous. And then we've got 687 to the Tog 2. He fired 21 rounds, got 16 direct hits and 14 penetrations. Damage of 1,455 hit points, of which all of it was done at close range. 1 hit received from the enemy. It was a non-penetration. He was very lucky with that. And 4 enemy tanks spotted, 9 enemy vehicles damaged, 7 killed, and 71 hit points of damage assistance. On a free-to-play account, he earned 18,907 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 5,704 credits, even though he did use some APCR. He also picked up 1 bond for getting the Top Gun, and 924 base XP times 2 for the first victory, 1,848 experience points altogether. So particularly good game in the AMX 12 ton, although to be honest he was a bit further back than I would have liked. I would have been much further forward, although being further forward I probably would have taken more damage from the enemy, because that M10 and the AMX 40 were actually probing the line at the same time, and so if I popped up to kill one of them or hit one of them, the other one would have put a hole into me. So I can see his point, but I also see that from that position and the way that Filipperino handled it in that battle, I think it was with a Hawk 12, you can actually shoot on the enemy tanks as they're making their way in through the south part of the city, and if you knock those trees down, it's very difficult for the tanks outside the Dragon Teeth to see you, and it's almost impossible for the enemy tanks going into the town to work out where you are. And so it gives you a great advantage, because you can shoot at long range on as a sniper, and then if the enemy does try to cross the Dragon's Teeth, you can hit them and then fall back if you need to the bushes behind you. So a very nice little late game there for General Anonymous. In fact, that ends all of the replays we've got for him for the meanwhile, because he squeezed this one in today. I did have a bunch of them which have been held on, as you saw, from much earlier in the year, January, March, April, and of course now this one from May. But yes, we will be having more replays from General Anonymous, no doubt, sometime in the future. If you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.